What's going on, Exotic Gang? Today we're going to be showing y'all how to make cinnamon rolls. So let's get into the video. First step, let's get the ingredients. Boom! Alright, so now that we got the ingredients, we're going to start by making the yeast mix. So let's clear up and get everything situated. First, we got to wash our hands because, we got to get this cleaned up. So, here we go. There we go. Hands are all clean. Now I'm going to dry them. Boom. There we go. Hands are clean. So now you want to add 1/2 cup of warm water and 1/4 cup of milk. So first let's get the warm water. Boom. So now that we got the 1/2 cup of water, we're going to pour it into the bowl. Now that we got that out, we're going to pour 1/4 cup of milk. Boom. 1/4 cup of milk. Now that we got in the milk and the water in, we now have to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. There we go. 1 teaspoon of sugar. Next, we're going to add 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. 1, 2. So that was 2 teaspoons. Now we're going to add the 1/4. So 1/4. Now, once you've gotten your yeast mix together, we're going to get a whisk and whisk it until foamy. Now that we've whisked it, now we have to wait for 5 to 10 minutes. Next, you want to get a big bowl. Boom. Now that we've got the big bowl, you want to add 2 cups and 3/4 of flour and 1 teaspoon of salt. We got to get 2 cups of flour. We got the cup right here. That's 1 cup. And that is 2 cups into the bowl. Now we want to add 3/4 of a cup into the bowl. Wash that up because we might need that next. Set that aside. Now we need 1 teaspoon of salt. There we go. 1 teaspoon of salt. And that's it. Now it asks for us to whisk or mix before adding the melted butter and the sugar. And done. So now that we finished mixing up the salt and the flour, the salt and the flour, we are going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter and we're going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. And in to the microwave it goes. We're going to set it for 20 seconds because it's already kind of melted. So we just gotta heat it up. Next, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of sugar. And the butter is done. The butter's right here. 1/4 cup of sugar. The more the better, right? I hope. Boom. Now that we got the sugar in, let's add the butter. And there you have it. We now have the mix of flour, butter, salt, and sugar. So now, once we mix these together, now we have to mix these together. Now that we've mixed that all together, we have to get 1 egg. Now that we've gotten 1 egg, we're going to crack it open and put it into the bowl. Set the eggshell aside or throw it away. Grab your mixer and mix it in. Now that we've gotten the egg mixed in, you want to slowly pour in your yeast mix since it's been waiting out since you've been making this mixture. Slowly pour in as you stir the rest of the mix in. You want to consecutively spread it in, mix it in so it doesn't get rushed. I'm going to switch to a wooden so it's more easier. Boom. Now that we've gotten the wooden spoon, it'll be a lot more easier to mix. So, once you've incorporated all of your yeast mix, you're going to want to mix it until it starts to form as a dough. So then, you set your spoon aside, and this is what, when washing your hands, come really in use. Please make sure you have your hands washed before kneading the dough, or else you'll have nasty and bits of parts of nasty dirt or whatever is on your hands into your bread. So please make sure that your hands are washed. So now that you have it all formed into a dough, you want to make it more and more incorporated with the flour, salt, and sugar. Make sure every bit gets connected with each other. And if you ever mess up and it's all clumped up at the end, then add some water and it'll all come together. But not a lot of water because the dough may break if it adds too much water. So, when kneading your dough, you want to make a nice motion of flattening it and then folding it over each other. For me, my dough is kind of a little bit breaking up. So I'm just going to get my hands more wet and then we'll close it all up together. Now that my hands are all wet, I'm going to incorporate with the remaining flour that is in the bowl to the dough. Now that you've kneaded your dough should look like this. A nice solid ball with a bunch of all of the ingredients cooperating. Now that you've made it into a ball like this, you want to shape it into a kind of a sphere and set it down. Now that you have it all rolled out and set down in your bowl, you want to cover it up until the dough has doubled its size or about an hour. When covering the dough, I usually like to use saran wrap and then cover it with a clean rag over the top. Next, get all your ingredients out of the way so you have room and set it aside. Next, we're gonna make the cinnamon sugar mix. But first, let's clean up our area. Now that we've gotten everything cleaned up, we're gonna add this bowl, or we're gonna have more ingredients added into this bowl. Get about a medium-sized bowl because we're gonna have adding brown sugar, two-third cups of a brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So let's get those stuff. Boom. Now that we've gotten all the ingredients for the medium bowl, we're going to start making the cinnamon sugar mix. First, get 2/3 cups of brown sugar into the bowl. Now you can set aside your brown sugar. Next, get 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. 1 tablespoon. Because it's like spoon. No. 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. We got the ground cinnamon here. So yeah. Y'all remember the cinnamon cones? I might do it. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So now that we got the cinnamon top open, we're gonna pour it over the bowl just in case it spills. There has to be a better way to do this. Oh. There was a better way to do it. I remember the... I'm sure. Okay, next. We're gonna put the cinnamon away before it gets into someone else's hands that are not supposed to have it. Anyways, next we're gonna get 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I got the one from Mexico, so it's gonna be really good. I think so, because I like Mexico's vanilla extract. So 1 teaspoon. We're gonna get our teaspoon measure. I found a better one, 1 teaspoon. This would have been way better. Okay, let me give this a quick wash. Be sure to wash all your equipment before baking, because if you have it, then it's going to be nasty. Next. Okay, next. We're going to pour it over the bowl, like I said, so it doesn't go everywhere. Be careful when pouring it. And for good measures, we're going to pour one more, because this is going to be the insides. I like to go a little bit extra. Anyways. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Next, we're going to mix it up, and this will be the inner layer of the cinnamon rolls, like the sugary part of it. Like I said, we're going to mix it. I just got a normal spoon. And now I'm going to mix the brown sugar, the cinnamon powder, and the vanilla extract. Now that we've gotten the cinnamon mixture in there, we're going to set that aside, for it will be used later to make the inside of the cinnamon roll. If you don't want any flies or anything on your food, I suggest covering it up so it wouldn't, get dirty or get anything like that. So now I'm waiting for the cinnamon rolls to be ready, and since I've got the brown sugar mix ready, or the cinnamon sugar mix ready, I'm going to wait until the dough is ready to be kneaded and more better, and I'm going to make the glaze after the cinnamon rolls are out of the oven. Let's go to when the dough is doubled in size or left for an hour. Now that you've waited for 1 hour to pass by and letting the dough set, now you can take it out and have a floured surface ready. Now that you have a floured surface, make sure the surface is clean before putting the flour on. Next, you can grab the dough out of the bowl and knead it just a few more times. Next, you want to evenly spread it out so where you can have the cinnamon sugar mix spread out evenly. If the dough is too hard to spread out with your hand, you could always grab a dough roller and to make it more evenly. When rolling out your dough, you want to at least 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch thick dough. Before adding on your cinnamon sugar mix, you want to add on 1/4 cup of melted butter. So let's get that right now. Boom. Now that we have the melted butter, we are going to spread it all across the dough. Spreader, I think that's called? I don't know. Boom. Now that we got in the spreader, or whatever this is, we're going to get some and just spread it all around. Now that you've finished spreading out the melted butter, you want to add your cinnamon sugar mix and spread it along the dough evenly. Now that you spread your cinnamon sugar mix, you may now roll it into perfect circles, or well, just roll it tightly until all of it rolls together. Now that you have your roll, you want to get either a piece of string or anything that is thin that can cut straight through the dough. What I'm using is this piece of string that I got from a yarn kit. It's not that hard to get. It's just something that can cut through pretty easily to make evenly cuts. What you want to do is to make 3-inch cut per roll. So in total, you will have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls. Fit underneath first, then go across and cut them together and cut just like so. And there you go. Some of the rolls are kind of breaking apart, but that's okay. Just lay them flat so they don't spread out. Boom! Now that you have your cinnamon rolls, you want to transfer them over to a pan. So let's get that situated. Before putting your cinnamon rolls onto the baking sheet, you want to first grab your non-stick, easy to clean up spray. I like to use this one because it's easy and it works perfectly fine. Take it up, spray. That's it. Next, put one on each and spread them out evenly. So now that you have your cinnamon rolls all laid out, you want to lay them over with the plastic wrap and wait until they double size or in an hour. 15 more minutes until the cinnamon rolls are ready and done rising. I'm going to start the oven and heat it up. If you have this kind of oven, this is what you want to do, but if you don't, it's okay. Don't feel alarmed. Just ask a near adult or whoever's around you on how to set the oven. And if it's easy, then go ahead and follow my instructions. For my oven, you have to push bake and what you need it at. I need it at 375. The timer is now off. The timer just went off. Now we can take the saran off. And now we got to add the melted butter to it. The quantity you add is 2 tablespoons. You want to add 2 tablespoons and spread it evenly on the cinnamon rolls. Let's do that now. Boom. Now that we got in the cinnamon rolls all buttered up. So we'll put it in the oven for 15 minutes. 375 for 15 minutes. And now onto the glaze. We need a bowl, powdered sugar, some more melted butter, vanilla extract, and some milk. So let's get that all started. Boom! Now that we got in all the ingredients, we're going to start by cutting the butter, which 4 tablespoons it asks for. Sorry, 1/4 cup. So 1/4 cup equals 4 tablespoons basically. So we're going to cut that in half. Boom, and set the rest for a side. You first want to melt the butter. So we'll boom, open this up, boom, close that. 30 seconds. Boom, baby, that's going in the microwave. Throw your trash away. Next, we got to get 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Boom. Move that out of the way so you can see. Boom. Now it's in there. 1/2 cup butter, but instead of 1/2 cup, I'm gonna do one more since last time I made a glaze. It was not a lot. So now we're gonna make a lot this time. That means I should have melted more butter. Dang it. Okay, wait. Okay, now we've got it all corrected. So it asks for 1.5 cup of powdered sugar, but I'm doing 1 cup because last time it was less glaze. Then I also did a full stick of butter in here, and now because it requires 1/4 cup butter, but I did, 2. So yeah, now we will pour that in. Make sure to spread it all around evenly. Oh, that's not good. It's okay. We'll make do. Maybe it will melt in the process. I'll cut it up for a little bit. Again, this is my second time making this, so don't come at me, please. Then it asks for 1 tablespoon. Sorry, 1 teaspoon. This is wrong. I almost killed myself. Whoa, can't say that. Sorry, I almost did the wrong measurement. This is 1 teaspoon. It asks for 1, but we're gonna give it 2. So split it out carefully. 1, 2. Boom, baby. Okay. So now that we added the powdered sugar, the melted butter, and the vanilla extract, we now have to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. Well, the tablespoon is right here. So we're just gonna go with 4 tablespoons of milk. 1, 2, 3, 4. My brother is home. Okay.
Hey guys, those pizza bagels, bomb. So make sure if you haven't seen the last video, like and subscribe.
W brother. He's my #1 supporter. So, the glaze, I really hope it comes out better because it is looking like throw up right now. This is bad. I'm gonna add a little bit more powdered sugar, but hey, we're just trial and erroring here, so. Bring out more glaze-ish.
More thick or?
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've gotten the glaze all figured out, I'm gonna clear up the area real quick. Okay, here's what the glaze looks like. Okay, alright, so we're dogging on this. There goes half the ingredients.
We're gonna pause right here.
We finished the glaze, and now the cinnamon rolls are ready to come out. Here we go. Ooh. So now we have the glaze and the cinnamon rolls ready. So now all you gotta do is put the glaze on the cinnamon rolls, and you'll be done. Now that we got all the cinnamon rolls glazed, it's time to plate them. And that's how you make cinnamon rolls. So I got my brother for his reaction and his honest reaction to my cinnamon rolls.
Hey guys, proud to be on this channel. I'm just gonna try one of his cinnamon rolls today. Now, dude,
That's legit.
Hey guys, extra video. These are freaking amazing. Like and subscribe.
If you like that tutorial, please hit that subscribe button and that like button and hit that bell notification so you can get every video that I post. Have a good day. Adios.